Welcome to the Board Game Network. I'm going to be discussing the rules of Welcome to the Dungeon. This was actually nominated as an Origins Award for the card game category. There are 5 in that category. It has not been announced who the winner is yet, but this is one of them in the running for the 2016 award. You play one of these 4 adventurers, the warrior, the mage, the barbarian, and the rogue, and each has 6 pieces of equipment following the same color scheme as what's on the adventurer. So let's just say we're playing with the warrior and we get rid of the other ones, pull those out. Each person gets a player aid card. They put it on the white side. And you either have to win 2 dungeon crawls, or if you lose 2, then you're out of the game. So the adventurer has been chosen. He has his 6 equipment. You then take the monster deck, and the monster deck is composed of these monsters that are on here, and it shows you how many of each monster's in the deck. There's 2 of these and 2 of those and 2 of those and 1 of the bigger ones. Okay, so you just shuffle that up. And this deck goes out in the middle, and then the first player draws a monster card. And they don't show it to anybody else, but they look at it and they decide whether this monster card is going to be in the dungeon or not. So you draw the card, you either add it to the dungeon, you put it out there in the dungeon, and then it becomes the next player's turn, or you take it off to the side and you have to pull a piece of equipment and set it on top. So this is like a game of chicken is what it is, because this is the adventurer that's going to go into the dungeon with this equipment that's left. So you've pulled a monster, you've essentially discarded a monster so it's not in the dungeon, and only you know who that is, but you've also taken a piece of equipment. Then it goes to the next player. And this player looks at their card and they may keep it in, and this player looks at their card and they may keep it in, and this player looks at the card and like, let's pull this one out. And what happens is you keep going like this and you keep drawing until, and you have the choice of drawing or you have a choice of passing. So if you say, I'm out, man, I'm passing. So once you're passing, you're out. And it goes until everybody consecutively has passed and only one person is left. So you might pull this card out and to get it out of the dungeon and pull a piece of equipment, and everybody else may pass and you're the person that's left in. Whoever the last person that has played has either taken a card out or put a card into the dungeon. That's the person that's playing in the dungeon. So once everybody has passed except for the one person, he's in, and then you do the dungeon crawl, and he's the only person that does the dungeon crawl phase, the dungeon phase. He adds up all the hit points that he has left. So there's 3 hit points there and there's 5 hit points there. The +3 has been removed, so he's going to go in there with 8 hit points. And what's going to happen is he's going to start flipping up cards. And you look to see if here's the hit points that this monster does. But some are automatically destroyed by the cards, the equipment that are left. So this one, the torch, says defeat monsters with strength 3 or less. This one's got a strength 1, so it's automatically taken out, and it doesn't even hurt the adventurer. We flip up, and this one is 3 or less, so it goes out. But you would have, normally you would have a stack there, and you keep going through them. This one says the Holy Grail, defeat monsters with an even number strength. The Dragon Spear defeats the dragon automatically. The Knight Shield is just a +3. The Vorpal Sword defeats one monster that you choose before entering the dungeon, so you have to announce which one you want it to defeat. If it's still in play, I want it to defeat the dragon, or I want it to defeat golems, or whatever. And it's going to defeat every one of that kind of monster that appears in the dungeon. So you would normally keep flipping. That one would be automatically defeated, and a 5 would not be defeated. So you would take the 8 and subtract 5 and he would be down to 3, and keep flipping. This one would be automatically defeated because it's even numbered. And this one would be automatically defeated because it's 3 or less. and then the 9, and that's the dragon. So that one would be defeated. So the adventurer would end up winning, and if that is the case, you take a success card and place it by you, whoever went into the dungeon. And if you get 2 success cards, then you win the game. So you can either win by having 2 success cards or being the last man standing because everybody else has lost 2 dungeons. So that's essentially the game, and whoever just went into the dungeon, if the game's not over, he chooses the next adventurer. He may want to go back in with the warrior, or he may choose the barbarian or the mage or the rogue, and then you take those equipment in with them, and then that person starts the next round by drawing the first monster card after it's been reshuffled. And that's how you play this game. Very simple, very easy to play, and it's quite fun. I want to congratulate the Aiello Game Company and Paul Mafian and Masato Yusugi for designing this game. I want to congratulate them on their award nomination. So make sure you tune in to all of the videos that we are producing on the Origin Awards.